What's up, everybody? It's the Fantasy Typhoon here. Hopefully, you can see me good. I've been having problems with StreamYard. I've been on the phone with them, trying to figure out why all of a sudden my feed is fuzzy. Hold on, let me check in. Let me check in and see what my feed looks like. All right, quick. So, how y'all doing? Week 14 just wrapped up. Playoffs. Week 14 just wrapped up. Playoffs. Let's see how we look. Let's see. Okay, we clean. All right, we clean. Thank you, StreamYard, for finally fixing it. Have a clean stream now. Had to get that worked out. Old Typhoon's coming in fuzzy. Look, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. We're getting ready to transfer over into more of your dynasty and start doing the draft kit. We're going to let you keep an eye on the draft kit coming for the 2021 season. We're going to have special guests. We're going to do a lot of things during the off season because we really don't stop here. But game time is more of was birthed, was created more for the redraft, for the dynasty community, that type of atmosphere. But now we're getting ready to switch over to gridiron evaluations. We're going to start putting grades on these rookies coming in. We're going to start describing them. So we're going to move over to more of a dynasty center. Game time is for everybody. Auction, all kinds of leagues. But when we go over the gridiron evaluations, we're getting you ready for your kind of catered and getting you guys revved up and ready to rock and roll for your rookie drafts and your dynasty trades, your keeper league. So we're going to kind of migrate from game time over to gridiron evaluations. And I got a lot of guests lined up ready to come in and sit down and bring some fire to you on these evaluations. As I got some surprise guys coming in that you like, what type of, how do you do, how you get that? But it is what it is. But right now, game time, this is week 14 recap. I'm in the play. I do like 6 leagues. I'm in like 6 leagues. In the playoffs in 4. 2 of them I got booted out. And now one I got booted out, but Humble Beast, you got me, man. My good friend Humble Beast took me out. He had Lamar. I was up. He had Lamar Jackson, and Lamar did what he did. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can say about it. Went back and kind of looked at, after the fact, Monday morning quarterback, if you will. And I left. I could have subbed Corey Davis for Ronald Jones in the flex. Could have done that. That's my motto, is always running back in the flex. That's usually what my motto is. But in that league, it's a little different. And I didn't do it. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad if I lose over something like that. So Humble Beast, you got me fair and square. You beat old Typhoon. I'm not going to do a stop the count and go to the Supreme Court over that loss. But I'm going to the Supreme Court over my loss in Dynasty 48. Oh my God, that hurt. That put me in. Now look. Now I know. I've always preached, leave these players alone. Leave these players alone. This is just make believe. These rosters that we're doing, these games that we're playing, is pretty much make believe. I don't care if you're playing for money. The game fantasy football is a make believe game. It's not real. No matter how much we say it's real, no matter how good we think we are or whatever, this is fake. We got to see it. We have to see it through that prism to keep us when things like this happen. Is with me. To keep you from going at the player on Twitter and calling him out, and now you look like an idiot. To keep you from looking like an idiot, we have to first and foremost know, all right, this It's fake. It's make believe. And it took time, but this one hurt, man. This one stung because I'm very competitive in this league. Team's been dominating all year. I just been kicking butt left, right all year. Got the first round bye. I'm ready to rock. See, it's 48 teams, so week 13 is the first week of the playoffs. That's when your bye comes in. So I had to actually go to war this weekend. One of my mistakes I made, and this is me. I'm not mad. When you beat me and it's me, all right, I got no problem with it. Now, I ran Zeke out there instead of Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders sitting with 31 on the bench. Zeke got like 8, and he was start. Zeke against Cincinnati Bengals. He got a couple of goal line carries. He just got stuffed. I lost by 8 points in this league. Now, here's the thing. I started Noah Fant. You already know. So you already know I'm hot. I don't mind losing if he would have went out and played the whole game and gave me a 0. All right, I'm good. He played. He did what he did. The ball just ain't come his way. That's my fault. I should have seen that. Me been doing this for 12 years. Typhoon, you should have saw that. You the idiot. Now, when I play you and you go out like the first 5 minutes of the game, man, y'all know. But if you don't know what happened to Noah Fant, I'm gonna let you do your own research on it. That's what happened to me. I got a 0. But it was a huge day for tight ends that day. So the playbook and the scheme was wide open. The game plan was wide open for the tight end. Tight end was eating that day. So Noah Fant was primed for a huge day. At least 8 points. That was pretty much guaranteed when you look at Vanette and what he did. And I forgot the other backup tight end. Both of those guys put up 8 points by themselves. But we all know Noah Fant is the start. But man, Noah Fant was basically a healthy scratch. Well, not a healthy scratch because he wasn't healthy. It's just look, Google Noah Fant or whatever, and you guys and the stupid fantasy owners, you guys know what's happening more than me. I'm just here to kind of guide you a little bit, but we all know pretty much the same thing. We all play long. There's no such thing as an expert. It's just one person might have been in more leagues or been through a little bit more of the fire than the next man. Take my hat off to AJ Brown here. He's the centerpiece of the week. Let you see AJ Brown here with this. This came off the flea flicker. They gave it to Derrick Henry. He hit a flea flicker to AJ Brown. AJ Brown was warming up with the Julio Jones jersey on. How you feel about that, Typhoon? Hey, man, that's what motivates him to do one-handed catches like this. It is what it is. Like I told you, my mentor, who is a perennial Pro Bowl player of the NFL, he was up for the Hall of Fame, and he's won numerous Super Bowls, taught me how to do the fantasy thing. But he didn't teach me fantasy. He taught me real football and how to translate it from fantasy. From a defensive back's perspective, as they game plan, he taught me how to watch the film. He taught me the different schemes, the traditional pro set, the modified West Coast, modified spread, traditional pro set, HW personnel, pistol read option. Those are all NFL teams run a certain packages from those schemes. And each scheme tells you where the ball is going, and each scheme tells you which player's size, height, weight, speed, and the requirements needed for that person to excel and be a stud fantasy producer in that scheme. And my mentor always said, look, AJ Brown, that dude's a baller. Go get it. But, he's been teaching me, he taught me 4 years straight, and then I kind of branched out and I started doing my own thing. I kind of All right, 4 years. He like a little when a bird feeds their kids. When a bird feeds their kids for like 4 years, there it is. Get back and focus. When a bird feed their babies. So he fed me like a little baby for like 4 years, and then I started. All right, I'm starting to get it. I started branching out, even though I started being a little wrong. But I started learning from my own mistakes. And then I learned how to walk, and now Typhoon is here doing it on his own. But he is the mentor. Got to remember that. If I do get stumped on something, I can always pick up the phone and give him a call. Like, hey man, what's up with this? Hey, well man, what's up with that? What's up with this? What's up with that? And he gives me his input. Whether I agree or not now is up to me because I've been doing it long enough. I've been doing this over 12 years myself. So now I can make my own decision somewhat. But he loves AJ Brown. On the other hand, I see AJ Brown more as scheme dependent. Now, players can be scheme dependent if that scheme is going to be in place. Now, if Derrick Henry didn't come back, that we could be looking at a different AJ Brown. But anyway, Derrick Henry did get re-signed. So now that run game is strong, which now opens up play action, which is what AJ Brown usually gets his big play. He makes plays. I'm not taking away from him. They're huge plays, but they're manufactured huge plays. And in his predicament, his talent is there. You can see it's on display right now. The guy's a baller. Not saying he's not a baller. Didn't say that. But I'm just saying he's more scheme dependent as being a baller as him coming out on his own being a baller. Zen, what's up, Zen? Hey, how did you do in your matchups, man? Did you get a win this week? If you missed mine, man, go back. Just watch the show back. I'm alive in 4. I'm in 6, alive in 4. Made the playoffs and all. I always make playoffs. That's pretty much a done deal. Lost 2. So I was still alive in 4, man. But, can't win them all. I like to win them all, but I can't win them all. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the top. Let's get into the top. Let's get into the top 5 at each position. Let me get this ready here. All right, top 5 here. All right, let's see. Top 5. We got Lamar Jackson coming in as the number 1 quarterback of the week. See, I went ahead and waited because I knew Baker Mayfield and Lamar was playing each other. So this could be a high scoring game. So instead of doing this Monday, I went ahead and said, well, let's just wait and do this Tuesday when all results are in. Lamar Jackson, number 1. Come take a bow, Lamar Jackson. Let's see how you did it. 124 rushing yards, 163 passing yards, 2 rushing TDs, and 1 passing TD. Now remember, this is 4-point passing TD, 6-point rushing TD. Baker Mayfield coming in at second, 343 and a half. Aaron Rodgers again. This has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight weeks. Aaron Rodgers has been in the top 5. You got to get it up. We had written Aaron Rodgers off, me myself included. Absolutely, you got to go by what you see. The guy had tapered off. Looked like he wasn't interested in football anymore. He's throwing the ball away. He was dirting a lot of balls. If you're not open for me, now Tunyon's alive. Now Marquez Valdez-Scantling is now a household name. Alan Lazard is now coming along. See, Aaron wasn't throwing nothing but pretty much Devontae Adams, and that was it. But boy, doesn't Brandon Ayuk look like a Devontae Adams clone? Looks like a twin. But the way they play on film, talking about the way they move, their movement, boy, they look like the same guy. Tua, rookie. But when you're rookie and you make top 5, gotta give it to you, man. It's hard for a rookie to get in top 5 quarterback. Tua coming in at 32.2. Derek Carr coming in at 29.0. Drew Lock was one of our fire him up. He made it in top 6. All right, let's move on to running backs. Move on to running back. Oh, don't do Miles Sanders. Don't do it to me. Yeah. All right, Derrick Henry. He was our top running back. Not only is he the top running back of the week, Derrick Henry not only was he number 1, we had him in Fire Him Up, which comes on every Friday as our number 1. We hit on that one again. But Fire Him Up has been good. I'm going to start playing DFS now. I'm going to do a little DFS. I didn't know I could do DFS. Fire Him Up has been on point. 2 receptions. Look, once again, we told you that myth is debunked now. It's over. Derrick Henry is now, it don't matter what league you're in. It don't matter if you're in standard or if you're in PPR, half a point PPR. None of that matters no more with Derrick Henry. 215 rushing yards, 2 TDs, coming to save the day, kingpin, like he does every year. At this time, he comes through for your fantasy league and gives you the trophy. Every year, he does this. He does it every year. For your first week of the playoffs, Derrick Henry says, come on, get on my back. Let's go to the ship. Jonathan Taylor, rookie. Coming in at 32.5. Miles Sanders. Look, we talked about him on the show with Jay, G-Man Jay. When we were doing the start sits, we were talking about Miles Sanders. Look, long as Miles Sanders isn't broken, no need to be trading him. I know you're looking at the 20, the 14, 9, the 9, 6, 3. I know he's underperformed, but that's not Miles. Miles can play. Miles is a baller. Once circumstances around him change, now you start to see him put up what he's supposed to do. Kareem Hunt, 29. David Montgomery was on Fire Him Up. We had David Montgomery on here. He came in number 5. Let's see. We had Titans number 1. We had Bucks number 2, which was Ronald Jones. Where did he finish? Ronald Jones came in at 16. We had Ronald Jones. We had Packers backfield. We had Broncos. We had Bears at number 5. I guess who was at number 5? David Montgomery. So we got the 1 and 5 right. All right, let's keep moving on to wide receivers. Boy, this dynasty team. Look at this dynasty team. You see all this highlighted? Those are my team. And I lost. As you can see, wide receivers is stacked. Got the number 1 wide receiver, got the number 2 wide receiver, got the number 4 wide receiver, got the number 12 wide receiver, got the number 15 wide receiver, got Odell Beckham, got Brandon Ayuk, got Henry Ruggs, ready to rock and roll next year. All right, let's go over the big dog. Stephon Diggs is the one did me in. Stephon Diggs came and got me. I got to give it to him. He did it. Man, I was looking good at halftime. I was feeling good at halftime. And then I don't know what happened. They came out and adjusted. Stephon Diggs went bananas in the second half. 10 receptions, 130 yards, and a receiving TD. Stephon Diggs, number 1 for the week. Allen Robinson at number 2, 29.3. Calvin Ridley, 28.4. My opponent had Diggs and Ridley. I had Adams and Hill. I didn't start Ayuk. AJ Green, I got DK Metcalf. Now, but DK Metcalf game got shut down early. They went ahead and let those boys go home early. They went ahead and shut down, let them get a Christmas holiday. Because that game was out of hand. Devontae Adams coming in at 26.5. A.J. Brown coming in at 26.2. Let's see what we had for Fire 'em Up. We had DK Metcalf number 1. We had Brashad Perriman. We had Devontae Adams number 3. We had Keenan Allen. Where did Keenan Allen finish? We had Keenan Allen. He was finished 13. We had Keenan Allen as number 4. We had Mark Cooper. Where did he finish? Mark Cooper finished 24th. We kind of bad on Mark Cooper. We had a Mark Cooper as number 5 in our Fire 'em Up episode every Friday. Freestyle Fridays and Fire 'em Up. All right, let's go to tight ends. Once again, I bet it's Kels. We all know it's Kels. Once again, 29.6 again for Travis Kelce. 8 receptions, 136 yards, 1 receiving TD. Once again, got to give it to him again. This is the Travis Kelce has been top 5 every week but one. That is insane. That is worth that second round pick. I'm starting to see that now. Just having the control over tight end with Travis Kelce as your second round pick is huge. It's huge for you going forward. Mike Gesicki, 23.5. TJ Hawkinson coming in at number 3 at 16.3. Look at Irv Smith Jr. coming in at 16.3. 4 receptions, 63 yards, and a tug. All right. Robert Tonyan coming in at 14.6. So, yeah, guys. Zan. Come on, Zan. He lost in the playoffs in his main league, man. It happens, man. It happens. It happens. It hurts when you're real competitive. It hurts. But like I said, if my team loses because of me, because of something I should have seen, I should have turned over a little bit more rocks before I made my roster decision for the week, then that's fine. I got to take the blame like a man. But man, when Noah Fant got me. Noah Fant got me. Noah Fant did me in. You hurt me, Noah Fant. But I'm not. I can't. Boy, if there's ever a time I wanted to go on Twitter at Noah Fant, pull up his profile, and boy, did I want to blast him. They were blasting him. I was like, nah, I can't do that. You know, it is what it is. It's a fake game. But you gotta, always bump yourself down. You can type up the tweet and then go to bed, and if you still feel like sending it the next day, send it. But me, I always preach and teach here, man. These guys are players, man. Leave them guys alone. They have nothing to do with your fantasy team. They have no idea your fantasy team exists. Basically, only you and your league mates are the only ones in the world really know that your fantasy team exists. So it's only 12 people really know your team exists, but 11 outside of you. So it's not that serious. I don't care if it is for money. It's not that serious to where, you need to go and attack a player for underperforming or whatever. But man, at least y'all could have told me, look, he's sick. He might be limited today. I thought he was full go, and evidently 2-3 minutes in, he went to the locker room and food poisoning. He's not coming back. Boy, it is what it is, folks. But it's been another episode of Game Time. Jeff Haslett will be taking over the channel. So he will be doing Who Do I Bench? He can bring on whoever guest he wants. It'll be Jeff's show at that point in time. He can do what he wants. Typhoon, be out until I see you on the other side of Christmas. We go. Good luck. 15-16. Good luck, man. I hope y'all win those leagues. That's all I'm here for. Remember, Game Time will be sliding over until 2021, making the way for gridiron evaluations, and we're going to start evaluating these guys and start giving you off-season rankings and guide you through your rookie playoffs, things of that nature. Little reports on the playoffs, little reports on the Super Bowl, things of that nature. We're going to move more towards the NFL channel, and Game Time will be back right before your redraft takes place. So this is Typhoon, man, signing off from Game Time. Look, man, thank y'all for following Game Time. Remember, Gridiron Evaluations is the show now that will come in and take over. All right.